In the video, what I'm going to talk about is what Side Order could have been like if Chaos did lose the final Splatfest in this second game. So yeah, we'll be talking about some slight story spoilers in this video. So if you haven't got that far in the DLC yet, I definitely would suggest for you to add this video to your watch later and then come back to this video once you have beaten the story for the Side Order DLC. But on your way out, I really would appreciate if you do hit that thumbs up button for me giving you that spoiler warning and not just plastering it right in your face, like any spoilers right in your face. And yeah, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button for more Side Order content. So yeah, pretty much the whole idea for Splatoon 3 was based on the Chaos versus Order Splatfest. Chaos did win. We got a Chaos themed story mode. As a result of that, the DLC is based on Order. What would have happened if the results were flipped? Well, for starters, I put Side Chaos in the thumbnail. It would not have been called Side Chaos. It probably would have been called something different. The one name popping up in my head right now is Chaos Theory. But that is, of course, a Splinter Cell game. Maybe that could have played into the gameplay as well. Maybe it could have been like a stealth-like game. Another couple of names I've just thought of is Total Chaos or Pure Chaos. But yeah, the concept behind this DLC would totally change if it was a Chaos-themed DLC instead of it being Order-themed. Order, we got like a digital sort of futuristic sort of vibe. With a Chaos-themed one, we would probably get like a post-apocalyptic sort of situation. In the September trailer for the Side Order DLC, we did get a lot of Portal references in there. They probably would have been changed to something like Mad Max. That would have fit with the whole Chaos theme. The final boss would probably have been different. They would have tried to bring anarchy to a world of order. Maybe the final boss itself would have been the same, but the concept would have changed. Or maybe it would have been Mr. Grizz instead. But then Mr. Grizz might have been used in the main story itself. Pearl and Marina would have switched. Pearl would have been the one that went missing at the start of the DLC. They probably would have been a boss as well. Instead of Marina wanting to bring order to the world, that is why she did create the Memverse. Maybe Pearl did create something wanting the world to change. We would not have had the Pearl drone to assist us in terms of the gameplay, but maybe Marina, maybe she would have been there instead, using her laptop to give us items, using stuff like special weapons and, you know, dropping bombs in there as well. The setting for this Chaos themed DLC would have probably been different as well. We probably would not go up through the Decker Tower. And based on that, maybe the gameplay would have been totally different as well. Maybe a roguelike wouldn't really work for a Chaos themed DLC, or maybe the gameplay would have still been the same, but it would have been in a totally different area in Copper Square. Maybe instead of going up through the Decker Tower, maybe in a post-apocalyptic sort of situation, we would be going underground, and that is how you can get like a roguelike situation in there. The more you go down, the harder it could be, or something like that. So maybe that roguelike element would still be in there. Agent 4 would have probably been the playable character because they are on the side of Chaos on the final Splatfest artwork or poster that we did get. So they probably would have been the playable character instead of 8, who is on the Order side. That would have definitely gone down well with a lot of people out there. So maybe Agent 4 would have been playable, and maybe we would have still got a parallel canon boss, and maybe it would have been Agent 8 instead. What might have happened if Chaos did lose in the final Splatfest for the second game is pretty much what we did get in the single player. Maybe we would have got a slightly smaller version of that with slightly different characters. Maybe the Squid Sisters, maybe they wouldn't have appeared in that sort of version of that story for a Chaos themed DLC, but maybe they would have appeared in an Order themed main story alongside Marina. Maybe the gameplay would have flipped as well. Maybe the main story would have been like a roguelike, and this DLC would have played like what we did get in the Splatoon 3 story mode. Or maybe the gameplay would have been exactly the same as what we currently know at the moment. Maybe we would have had an Order themed story, based on the gameplay that we do have in the story mode right now. Maybe the Chaos themed DLC would have played exactly like what the Side Order DLC does play like what I said earlier. Maybe it would have always been a roguelike. But yeah, I just thought this was really interesting to think about. What would this DLC have been like if Chaos did lose? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But I'm going to be honest and say that I'm really happy with what we do have right now. I really did enjoy the Splatoon 3 single player and the final boss fight and everything leading up to it. I thought that was really fun. And yeah, I did like the story within the Side Order DLC. I would have liked even more of it, but I did like what we did have. This video is not me complaining, oh, I wish we had this instead. It's just me thinking about what would have happened if Chaos did lose in the final Splatfest. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting to think about. If you want my full thoughts on the Side Order DLC, I do have a short and also a 10-minute long review. Make sure you are checking out those two videos.